again for a moment. You're talking about how does crew affect you getting your picture done? There's a lot of things, there's a lot of steps in development. What's the key crew? What's this? The thing that you want to keep in mind is you have to satisfy other people. You have to satisfy the financiers. In order to satisfy a financer, you need to be able to get a completion bond. To get a completion bond, you better have a good AD on board who's bondable. You better have a good line producer on board who's bondable. They don't need to be the best in the industry. They just need to be competent at their jobs. You need to make sure that if you bring on these key personnel, again, we're not talking cast, or you were referring to crew. If you're talking about crew, one of the things that I always look for, and I've been searching for years, is a phenomenal editor, because you're going to go to a distributor and that distributor is going to go, I want to see a cut of the film. And if you don't have an editor dialed into exactly what the vision is and how to change that if necessary, how to create, different storylines off of what you started with, distributor may go, no, I need more action. And if you don't have a great editor who can understand that concept and infuse whatever footage you have into creating that, you're sunk. So there's you don't have to have the best in the business. You just have to have people that are good at their job. And you need to, when you're crewing up, everybody goes, oh, get a great director, a name director. Just get a director that understands the vision and has enough business sense to understand what he's supposed to deliver to a distributor, so that that distributor will honor their agreement and pay back the money to the bank, which, their sort of first position to want everything. You've got to satisfy a lot of other people. And instead of going, I want this director, I want Neil Marshall, who happens to be my favorite director. He may not be great for a picture. He wasn't bondable for several years. So, there's a lot of things that you need to look at from a business standpoint when you're looking at crewing up. You need to get the right person for the job, not the best people in the world, just the people who are competent enough to do the job and bring it in on time and on budget.